You may know about Dragon Ball because of constant arguments about who is stronger, Goku or Saitama, or if you are fond of old anime of the 80s and 90s. But what made this anime so popular in America, and what does it actually consist of? Let's figure it out. Our story begins with Akira Toriyama. Akira Toriyama was raised by his parents in Kyosu and also has an older sister. He spent his childhood and much of his formative years in Kyosu. Since an early age, he had a passion for drawing and was influenced by the production of the time. However, after his primary school years, his interest in comics and cartoons dwindled, and his attention shifted to live-action movies such as westerns, war films, and science fictions. In 1977, Toriyama was seeking for employment when he discovered the monthly Young Jump Award, a contest sponsored by Shueisha, the largest manga publishing company in Japan. He participated in the contest twice, with Our World in 1977 and Mysterious Rain Jack in 1978, but he did not win. A few months later, Toriyama made his first published manga, Wonder Island, published in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine issue 52 in 1978. It failed to catch readers' attention. The following year, Toriyama offered several new manga projects that were refused. This dark period could have ended his ambitions, but the minor success of The Meta-Girl Detective in 1979 gave him some hope. In January 1980, Akira Toriyama achieved his first great success, Dr. Slump. He first gained fame from this manga, which was published in Weekly Shonen Jump from January 1980 to August 1984. The success of Dr. Slump is such that the production company Toei Animation created two animated television adaptations. From Dr. Slump, Toriyama wanted more than anything to keep some independence and founded his own working studio, Bird Studio, in 1983. The same year, he created two new manga, Dragon Boy and The Adventure of Tongpu, that were prototypes for his following manga series, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was one of the linchpins for what is accepted as the golden age of Jump. The success from Dragon Ball encouraged Akira Toriyama to continue working on the series from 1984 to 1995. During that 11-year period, he made 519 chapters, collected into 42 takabun volumes. Each volume has an average of 200 pages, so the entire Dragon Ball storyline extends to almost 9,000 pages.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?!
The benefit of Dragon Ball quickly led to the creation of 3 animated television series by Toei Animation, feature-length animated movies and video games. The Dragon Ball anime spawned almost 500 episodes made in Japan, and are produced and licensed for North America and Australia by Funimation. The actual term power level usually refers to readings produced by Scouter, which are secondary devices used by Frieza's crew that detects the person's ki. The reading is converted into numbers of unspecified unit, and the resulting number is the power level, or an estimation of that person's physical capability. Ki, or simply energy, is the life force energy used by Dragon Ball characters. This form is a tangible energy inside every living being, with its major focus being in the center of the body. By drawing it out, an individual is able to manipulate it and use it outside of the body. Because there are physical limits to the strength of the body itself, it is necessary to increase one's ki to overcome the barrier and become stronger. Usually, the more concentrated the masses are, the more time the user requires to draw it out by powering up. When fighters gather ki, they are able to gain enhanced strength, speed, endurance, and can increase the power of their attacks to inflict greater damage on opponents. Usually, non-trained beings have very little ki. Training can greatly increase the amount of ki. The amount of ki is generally related to the power level. The greater the amount of ki, the greater the power level of the user. Saints are a race of extraterrestrials in Dragon Ball anime and manga, and its adaptive sequels Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. The Saiyans play a central role in the series, and it's revealed that the protagonist, Goku, is actually a Saiyan sent to conquer Earth. The homeworld of Saiyans is planet Sadela. The planet has a natural gravity that is 10 times that of Earth, which helps give Saiyans a greater natural strength than most races. In Universe 7, the Saiyans lived here, but their planet got destroyed by internal discord. In Universe 7, Planet Plant is conquered by the Saiyans after the defeat of the Tuffles, and they rename it Planet Vegeta after their most powerful warrior and ruler, King Vegeta. At some point, Planet Vegeta was visited by the God of Destruction, Beerus, who ultimately deemed that Saiyans is a savage race with no chance of improving, or more exactly, he left that they were just annoying. He ultimately ordered Frieza to destroy the planet and the entire Saiyan race, who was in a similar mindset as he came to see the Saiyan race is eventually posing a threat to his tyranny. To which the tyrant went to the planet and completely obliterated them from the space, wiping out all but small groups of Saiyans. All pure-blooded Saiyans are born with a brown-furred, monkey-like tail. A baby Saiyan's power level is mirrored as soon as they are born. If their power level is up to standard, they are raised as upper-level warrior and become combatant candidates. If their power level remains low even after a certain amount of time has passed, they are classified as low-level warrior and become either engineers, scientists, or infiltration babies. Kakarot has been inside his incubator chamber for 3 years since his birth, when his father Bardock and his mother Jean decided to release him. Bardock makes the decision to send Kakarot away to Earth in a tag ball since he's worried about Frieza's ambitions. Frieza destroys Planet Vegeta a month after Kakarot has been sent away.
One feels so much better now.
Days later, after being sent to Earth, Kakarot lands on Mountain Paozu. While there, he is found by an elderly man, Gohan. He takes him and feeds the newly discovered alien. Kakarot is eaten when he is given the name Son Goku. At first, Goku was extremely violent and ill-tempered, not a being Gohan at all, but one day he fell down a deep ravine and hit his head, suffering severe head trauma that sent him into a coma, where it nearly killed him and caused him to suffer long-term amnesia. After he woke up, he had lost all the Saiyans' aggression due to not remembering his mission to become a kind and mild-mannered young boy. We skip the original Dragon Ball and proceed straight to DBZ. Since it started the popularity of Dragon Ball in America, the only thing you need to know is that the Dragon Ball is a mythical artifact, and if you collect all 7, then Dragon Shenron will fulfill your every wish. Also, Dragon Ball is created by Kami, so if he's dead, then there will be no Dragon Balls on the Earth.
Goku is sent to Earth as an infant to conquer the planet for the Saiyans, but suffers a brain injury and loses both his memory and brutal Saiyan nature. Goku grows up and marries Chi-Chi. They have a son named Gohan. Goku's brother Raditz arrives and reveals to Goku he is a Saiyan. Together they can finish the mission to conquer Earth. Goku refuses, so Raditz kidnaps Gohan. After lots of yelling and flexing, Piccolo, Goku, and Raditz fight. Goku sacrifices himself so Piccolo can kill Raditz with a special beam cannon. Piccolo, Bulma, Krillin, and Master Roshi learn 2 more Saiyans. Vegeta and the inferior Nappa will arrive on Earth in 1 year. In the afterlife, Goku trains under King Kai and becomes more powerful than ever. Back on Earth, Vegeta and Nappa arrive. Goku's friends gather all the Dragon Balls and wish for Shenron to revive Goku. After much yelling and flexing, they all die. All of them. Piccolo sacrifices himself to save Gohan. Since Piccolo dies, his other half, Kami, dies as well. Goku arrives late with his power levels over 9,000 and makes easy work of Nappa. Vegeta kills Nappa in disgust and takes on Goku. Gohan, Krillin, and Yajirobe help Goku defeat Vegeta. Krillin overhears Vegeta mention another set of Dragon Balls on the planet Namek. Goku spares Vegeta's life and flees Earth. While Goku recovers, the others head to Namek to collect the Dragon Balls and revive their dead friends. On Namek, they realize the crazed villain Frieza also seeks the Dragon Balls to wish for his immortality. Vegeta arrives seeking immortality as well. Vegeta fights Frieza's henchmen, the Ginyu Force. Gohan and Krillin use the Dragon Balls to revive Piccolo, which brings Dragon Balls back to Earth. None of them are a match for Frieza. Vegeta loses all hope until Goku arrives fashionably late as always. Before he dies, Vegeta tells Goku Frieza is the one who destroyed the Saiyan race and their home planet. Goku is unable to defeat Frieza even with a Kamehameha at Kaioken times 20. Frieza kills Krillin. After much yelling and flexing, Goku turns Super Saiyan. On Earth, the Dragon Balls are used to revive the fallen fighters and teleport everyone except Frieza and Goku from Namek to Earth. Goku defeats Frieza and the planet Namek is destroyed. A year later, Goku finally returns to Earth. A mysterious Super Saiyan easily dispatches Frieza and his father King Cole and introduces himself to Goku as Trunks, a time-traveling Saiyan and the future son of Vegeta. He warns Goku about 2 androids who will attack in 3 years. Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo train for their arrival. Android 19 and Dr. Gero finally arrive. Dr. Gero activates androids 17 and 18 who kill Dr. Gero. Then they activate android 16, specifically built to kill Goku. Cell, a life form created by Dr. Gero, arrives and absorbs 17 and 18 to achieve his perfect state. Gohan, angered from having watched Cell brutally destroy his friends, powers up to Super Saiyan 2 and decimates Cell. Cell attempts to destroy the entire planet, but Goku grabs him and teleports him away to King Kai's planet, sacrificing himself to save Earth again. Thankfully, as we mentioned before, death is totally no biggie. Back on Earth, Cell returns. But Gohan defeats Cell as Vegeta and Goku yell behind him. No flex though. 7 years later, Goku meets his second son, Goten, and Goten's best friend, present-day Trunks. They learn of a wizard, Babidi, who seeks to release a dangerous being called Majin Buu. Majin Buu is released. They learn their fusion dance and together form Gotenks. Goku and his friends are thrown into battle with Super Buu, the result of Evil Buu eating Majin Buu. In battle or delete Goku reaches Super Saiyan 3. Goku and Vegeta use fusion earrings to combine to become Vegito. Vegito overpowers Super Buu but gets absorbed by Buu. Goku and Vegeta split up inside Buu and release the rest of the Z Fighters. This returns Buu to his original form, Kid Buu. Goku defeats Kid Buu using a spirit bomb of the power of every single person on Earth. Goku wishes for Buu to be reincarnated as a good person, and 10 years later, Goku meets Buu's human reincarnation, the young Oob. Goku takes Oob under his wing, training him to become a defender of Earth. And all this happens after a ton of yelling and flexing.
We will skip GT, since in official Toriyama-verse, it is considered non-canon, since the part of the franchise was drawn without manga. And as Toriyama stated, Dragon Ball GT is an alternative continuation of the original anime. But after the release of DBZ Battle of Gods, it was finally confirmed that GT is no longer an official continuation of DBZ.
Don't stop, we're in luck now. Don't stop, there's so much to be found. We can't find paradise. All we have to do is go, free your soul.
What is DBZ Kai? It's a censored version of Dragon Ball Z that is aired worldwide. The reason it is censored is because some of the things shown in Dragon Ball Z, like mass blood, some gore, recoloring, and the actions characters take. Dragon Ball Kai, or Dragon Ball Z Kai, as some like to call it, was made for the 20th anniversary of Dragon Ball Z. The purpose of its launch was to attract new fans and younger audience by bringing much needed improvements and changes to the original. Kai made many improvements regarding the quality of the visual and audio. In addition, a huge amount of filters has been cut.
I am the hope of the universe! I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth. Allied to good, nightmare to you!
I'm the Saiyan who came all the way from Earth for the sole purpose of feeding you. I am the warrior you've heard of in legends, pure of heart and awakened by fury. That's what I am.
Super Saiyan Son Goku!
Dragon Ball Super is a Japanese manga series outlined by Akira Toriyama and illustrated by Toyotaro. And midway to Toriyama's original Dragon Ball manga, it follows the adventure of Goku and friends during a 10-year timescape after the defeat of Majin Buu. It began serialization in Shueisha's monthly shonen manga magazine V-Jump in June 2015. Manga is simultaneously published in English by Viz Media and by Shueisha on their Manga Plus platform. The reason for DBS to be created was the success of two previous movies, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods and Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F.
Earth is in a rare state of peace after the defeat of Majin Buu. Goku is a farmer, Vegeta goes on vacations. Beerus, the god of destruction, awakens from his decades-long slumber after a prophetic dream about the Super Saiyan God. Beerus takes his guardian angel Whis to Earth in search of this warrior, so the Z-Fighters assemble the Dragon Balls and summon Shenron to Google it for him. All the Saiyans hold hands to give Goku a makeover, and he gains Beerus' respect by going, "Ah, he's a strong guy." Vegeta wants to be a stronger guy, so he trains with Whis. Gohan and Videl give birth to Pan, and Goku graduates from worst father to worst grandfather by skipping town to catch up with Vegeta. Frieza's switched out of Hiffle. He achieves his revenge mod, then invades Earth with 1,000 soldiers. Gohan gets his ass kicked, Master Roshi gets angry, Krillin comes out of retirement, and Piccolo dies. Goku and Vegeta finally return, go ah, and make their hair blue. The Earth explodes. Whis rewinds time, gives them a second chance, and they kill Frieza again. They are strong guys. The Z-Fighters meet Beerus' twin brother Champa, the god of destruction from Xenoverse 6. Beerus and Champa wager ownership of Earth in a small tournament of strong guys. Champa also reveals the existence of Super Dragon Balls scattered between universes. Get it? Dragon Ball Super? Our Universe 7's team fights Winnie the Pooh, Handsome Squidward, Vegeta Jr., a tea kettle, and a space dildo. Goku beats Pooh Bear, Handsome Squidward cheats, Little Teapot gets his feelings hurt, Vegeta abuses his adopted son, Goku gets beat up by the phallic fighter until he goes ah, turning him red and blue. He's a strong guy. The king of everything, Grand Zeno, stops by to say hi. Universe 7 summons Super Shenron to wish for Universe 6's Earth to be restored. 17 years into the future of an alternate timeline, Future Trunks has different hair and Goku is acting evil. Goku Black follows Future Trunks back to our main timeline. Whis realizes he's using a time ring. They meet Universe 10 Supreme Kai and training Zamasu. Because Zamasu hates mortals, he steals the time ring from his master, uses the Super Dragon Balls to swap bodies with Goku, and travels to the future. Boom! Alternate timeline. Future Trunks brings Goku and Vegeta back to the future to fight Goku Black, but another Zamasu appears. This future Zamasu is immortal because of the Super Dragon Ball, so he and Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black Turbo Edition easily take down our boys in blue hair. Trunks goes on, reaches Super Saiyan mystery flavor. Goku attempts the evil containment wave. Goku Black and Future Zamasu fuse. Goku and Vegeta fuse. Future Trunks gets a lightsaber. They're all such strong guys. Future Zamasu's fusion is corrupted and he becomes the sky. Goku summons Future Grand Zeno, who just casually erases the timeline. They bring him back to the main timeline. Goku wants to fight more strong guys, so the two Zenos decide to have a multiverse tournament. It's a free-to-play battle royale, but the losers get erased from existence. 8 of the 12 universes bring their 10 strongest guys. We get Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Tien, Roshi, Krillin, not you, 18, 17, and Boo. Scratch that. Frieza, Frieza, Frieza. Oh, Bola is born. The tournament begins. There's no items. Fox only. Final destination madness. One strong guy outstrongs them all. Jiren the Gray. Krillin's feet smell. Tien is underrated. 18 uses the power of love. Roshi quits hentai. Piccolo wipes out another Namekian race, and Gohan remembers his uncle. Vegeta goes and unlocks Super Saiyan Blue evolution. Goku goes and unlocks Super Saiyan 5, your Ultra Instinct. Jiren goes and his power is maximum. Goku and Frieza go and tackle Jiren off stage. It's really cool. Android 17 wins the Tournament of Power. Universe 7 wishes the losing universe is back into existence. The world is once again full of strong guys.
expectation, received generally positive reviews from critics and fans. The first episode was highly praised in initial reactions for its improved quality. However, the fifth episode received harshly negative responses from Japanese and Western audience due to its poor animation style compared to previous 4 episodes. These problems continued on episode 24 and several more episodes onward. All this happened because all professional animators were busy and Toei decided to leave everything to the new animators who were not familiar with the style. There's actually more to Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super has 2 canon movies when the plot is located between some events in the Dragon Ball Super manga arcs. Dragon Ball Super in Broly is the first canon movie of DBZ which came out in American theaters on January 16, 2019, a month after its release in Japan. Dragon Ball Super Superhero is a second canon movie which came out in American theaters on August 19, 2022, 2 months after its release in Japan. As you already know, Dragon Ball is mostly popular in Japan. But why that? Why do Japanese people love this show? Dragon Ball is popular because of the following: distinctive and very good looking art style, over-the-top battles with muscular men and aliens turning hands and key blast at super high speed battles make the battles and their outcomes super interesting, at Dragon Balls, which are a very interesting concept, and the likable, pure-hearted protagonist who does stupid things but is also very proud and brave, never gives up and is never demotivated throughout the series. So what about Dragon Ball in America? When Dragon Ball Z aired in the USA, it was on TV and most of citizens doesn't have internet access. Back then, the selection of shows and channels was small enough that you could actually know basically everything that was running on TV. The future for Dragon Ball in North America seemed bleak, but as luck would have it, in 1997, Cartoon Network debuted the after-school block Toonami, which was dedicated to action cartoons. It also aired anime, with Sailor Moon being the first, and Pokemon was on its way to premiere on Fox, so Dragon Ball had officially found a permanent home. Started on August 31st, 1998, it aired reruns of an Ocean Dub episode of DBZ, where it was able to reach out to a much wider audience and quickly became the most popular show in the block. Thousands of Dragon Ball fans gathered together to watch the 113th episode of the series streamed publicly in cities across Latin America. And it appears some of these screenings may have been held without the authorization of Toei Animation. Toei Animation sent out an official statement regarding these stream events, saying that they had not authorized these public watch parties. But it turns out that it was legal. After the negotiations between Crunchyroll and Toei, they decided to have that as a legal DBS event. One of my favorite things about Dragon Ball is the voice acting, which perfectly fits every character in the franchise. Right now we're going to talk about the Funimation dub voice actors of DBZ, DBZ Kai, and DBS. But first, let's talk a little about the voice actor of Son Goku in the original Japanese dub. Masako Nozawa is the Japanese voice actress affiliated with Aoni Production. She is also affiliated with the chairman of Office Nozawa. In the Dragon Ball franchise, she voiced Goku and every biological male relative of his, except for Raditz. She voices Goku and a doppelganger, Taurus, in the movie Dragon Ball Z The Tree of Might, and the OVA, Dragon Ball Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, and its remake. And she also voices the antagonist and Goku's second ever doppelganger, Goku Black in Dragon Ball Super. And now it's time for English voice actors for the DB franchise. Sean Christian Chandler is an American voice actor, singer, ADR director, and scriptwriter who works with anime series at Funimation, NUAV Post, and 4Kids Entertainment. His most famous voice role is the adult version of Goku in the Dragon Ball franchise. He has notably portrayed Goku longer than any other English voice actor has over the years. He also voices King Kai, Nail, and Goku Black.
The truth is, I ain't no hero of justice or anything else like that. But anyone who tries to hurt my friends is gonna pay!
Christopher Robin Sabat is a voice actor, most notable for his work in the anime series Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. Sabbath is usually cast in roles that involve him playing a very strong man or very gruff, tough, grouchy character. He provides the voice work for such notable characters as Vegeta, Piccolo, Yamcha, Zarwan, Raccoon, Chase, Barter, Zelda, and Shenron, as well as many others. John Raphael Sonistre Jr. is an American voice actor, ADR director, writer, and comic creator. He has most notably voiced Krillin in the Funimation dub of Dragon Ball series. He also done the voice of Bardock.
I bet he can sense everything that's going on for miles. Which means if I chunk this rock at him, he'll just zap it into a million pieces without even opening his eyes. This is going to be so cool.
Oh, what'd you do that for?
Kyle Hen Herbert is an American voice actor. He voiced Adult Gohan, Future Gohan, Ox King, April, General White, Pycon, and the narrator in Funimation dub of Dragon Ball Z.
Is that all you've got? Okay then, guess it's my turn.
Tiffany Vollmer is an American voice actress best known for voicing Bulma in Funimation dub of Dragon Ball series. Vollmer was cast as Bulma in 1999 for Funimation 3rd season of Dragon Ball Z, replacing Leslie Alexander, who left the franchise after playing Bulma in the film Dragon Ball Sleeping Princess in Devil's Castle, which was recorded much earlier. She was replaced by Monica Ryle as the voice of Bulma for the entire franchise, starting from the Dragon Ball Z Kai. The Dragon Ball franchise has over 35 dubs for countries all over the world. That's kind of the main reason why Dragon Ball is popular in most countries, but not in Russia. Or is it? According to the official Dragon Ball wiki, in 2010s, Plus License sold the first 26 episodes of Dragon Ball Z to the Edward II channel. The series began broadcasting on September 3rd, 2011, but it turned out to be very unsuccessful. The reason was that the anime series was broadcast early in the morning, and the episodes has extremely low image quality. The translation was from the American version, although the intro is the same as in the Japanese version. Pythagore Studio translated only 26 episodes and ended the series. The majority of dubbed episodes are now lost since they were reported for copyright violations.
Невероятно! Уровень его силы взлетает. 900, 950. Не может быть! Черт побери! Это же невероятно! Он умеет поднять уровень силы, концентрируясь! Что? И у него возрос уровень силы около 1000. Невероятно! И все растет!
Even if Dragon Ball is not popular in Russia, it still has a fanbase, no matter how small it is. The Russian fanbase can enjoy Dragon Ball with subtitles, unofficial dubs, or English dubs. Listening to magnificent voice acting and screams or roars of Sean Schemmel.
I will not let you destroy my world! You're gonna use blast against me? Then fine! I've got one for you! Go on, feel free!
Besides Sean's voice acting, there's one more thing that your ears will be pleasure to hear. Dragon Ball Z had its own American soundtrack, which was composed by Bruce Faulconer. Bruce Faulconer is an American composer of music for feature films, television, orchestra, and chamber music. Faulconer began writing music for an English language version of Dragon Ball Z in 1998, and his score premiered on Cartoon Network in Dragon Ball Z Season 3 in September 1999. It replaced the previous score from the first two seasons by Shuki Levy and continued the synth rock style started by Levy. His music is on episodes 68 through the last episode of series, broadcast in 2003. The last article for today is modern Dragon Ball games. So, let's start with something easy. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle is a free-to-play mobile game by Bandai Namco based on Dragon Ball Z. It is a mix of board and puzzle games with manga-style story dialogue. It was released for iOS and Android on July 16, 2015. Dokkan Battle is a game that requires players to assemble teams of fighters in the form of cards. The game includes a big variety of game modes: Quest Mode, Event Mode, World Tournament, Portal of Memories, Dokkan Virtual Ultimate Clash, Explosive Chain Battle, and Pattern Battle. This game also includes a summon mechanic, where you can get new powerful characters with amazing animations using in-game currency, Dragon Stones. This game is pretty easy in terms of gameplay and easy to understand, but making a team can be a bit difficult for the new players. The Dragon Ball Xenoverse series includes two games, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 and sequel, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. We're going to talk about Xenoverse 2, because it was liked more by players and fans than the first game. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is an action role-playing fighting game and the second installment of the Xenoverse series, developed by DIMS in 2016 for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and Microsoft Windows. In this game you can create your own CAC time patroller to save the timeline of Dragon Ball, as well as customize your character face, height and weight, fighting style, skills, awoken skills, mentors, support items, color, and even give him one of the original Dragon Ball races. The races are Earthlings, Saiyans, Namekians, Magians, and Freezes. The game includes a free-roam world called Content City, where you can chat with other players and fly or ride around on vehicles enjoying the view. This game includes quests and raids where you can get new skills for your character or level him up, online and ranked PvP to fight other strong players, and even photo mode. In this game you can choose and fight as one of the 120 characters from the character roster. This game is already 8 years old and still being updated with DLCs, balance fixes and technical support, which is insane for an action role-playing fighting game. In May 2023, Bandai Namco shared that over 10 million copies of this game were sold, which makes Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 one of the best-selling games in the Dragon Ball franchise, along with the next game we're going to talk about. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a Dragon Ball video game developed by Arc System Works and published by Bandai Namco for PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Microsoft Windows. It was released on January 26, 2018 for Japan, North America and Europe. This game has both Japanese and English dubbing, with the English dubbing being handled by the Funimation. The gameplay borrows concepts from several other fighting games, primarily the Marvel vs. Capcom series, control scheme and team mechanics, with 3 primary attack buttons and 1 unique action button, plus a few others. Fighter plays out in scheme much closer to many of the traditional Arc System Works developed fighting games. The 3 primary attack buttons, unlike in other fighting games, come with a twist. Light attacks are the same as in other games. while medium attack are a mix of both traditional medium and heavy attacks. While a heavy attack is a move that knocks the opponent away with a heavy blow, the unique action button by itself or with the direction or special move motion allows for a key blast or key-based special move to be performed. This game has official tournaments in which players all over the world fight for the cash and other prizes. The game is still being supported with new DLCs, balance change, and events. The game shipped 2 million copies a week after release, making it the fastest-selling Dragon Ball video game to date, as well as Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Bandai Namco shared that over 10 million copies of the game were sold.
Coming from the losers in order to beat Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox, however, needs to win 1. So here we go. Oh, that was so loud. Talk to me. That was music to my earlobe.
Dokkan Battle is not the only mobile game in Dragon Ball franchise. Dragon Ball Legend is a mobile game for Android and iOS, where you can make a team from 6 characters from the Dragon Ball universe and fight in fierce and fast battles. The main game protagonist is an amnesiac Saiyan by the name of Shallet, created and designed by original author Akira Toriyama specifically for the game. Shallet is an ancient Saiyan from the past who woke up and found himself a participant in Tournament of Time. There are also several other new original characters, including Zaha and Giblet, the twin brother of Shallet. There are so many features and game modes included in the game, such as story, train, co-op, customize, PvP, shop, mission, news, and others. Just like in Dokkan Battle, you can summon new characters through the summon menu with in-game currency, Chrono Crystals. The game celebrating its 5th anniversary right now. On March 4th, 2023, Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2023 started. Dragon Ball Game Battle Hour is a live Dragon Ball event that brings fans together from around the world. In these events, they are holding tournaments, reveals, live concerts, and interviews. On day 2 of the event, which was on March 5th, they revealed a trailer for a new game that is currently heavily in development. And the game was Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Well, at least as most of the community is guessing. A game series, the last game of which was released in October 2007, makes its comeback. To say that fans were happy is to say nothing, because back in the days when Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was released, it was highly rated and everyone was screaming that this was the best Dragon Ball game. The date of Tenkaichi's 4th release is currently unknown. The Dragon Ball franchise has a very large community and space in other media and cultures. Dragon Ball is a series that teaches viewers to embrace their pride and always believe in themselves and their upbringing. Every single person who decides to join this community will find their own favorite piece of media, no matter what they are: anime watcher, manga reader, music lover, game lover, and others. The Dragon Ball franchise is always open for new members and will be until one day is going to end, as all common things do.